Easy Sports Talk Show. I am one of your co-hosts. I am Javon J. Love Adams, and with me is a man who not only played professional baseball, but he also played in the National Football League for that first Super Bowl-bound team for the Atlanta Falcons. He is a motivational speaker. He is an author. You can go to edsmithspeaks.com. That's edsmithspeaks.com to order an autographed edition of his book. What's good, my brother?
Boom, we made it to another Friday, bruh. Football Friday.
Typically on Fridays, depending on if you are weekly or bi-weekly, you may end up getting that's when you get your direct deposit. Or for a while there was I was really late and stubborn when it came to the direct deposits. I still wanted to get, for some reason, the paper check,
Paper
and
check.
I would get it. I would get it mailed to me, and then of course I'm looking in the mail because it should have been here on Friday, but sometimes it get here on Saturday, and you messing with my money because I was trying to do some stuff. But anyway, having said that, the reason I'm mentioning this is because Mark Cuban probably had a direct deposit, is going to have a direct deposit hit his bank account here sometime soon, because it was announced earlier in the week that he is selling a stake, and I learned my lesson during the valuation for the Phoenix Suns, when they said that when Sarver, no, was it, maybe not, was it was one of those, something along those lines, where they talk about so and so buying into the team and they're paying X amount of billions. Well, no. That's what the team is valued at, 3.5 billion, I want to say, for the Mavericks. And so the Adelman family, they are family out of in Nevada and Vegas. They're buying 2 billion. Don't get me wrong. To be able to say I'm gonna buy this for I can do it for 2 billion, and then we straight. That's still something. That's still something serious. But the thing is that Cuban is still going to maintain control over business, the basketball operations and things like that. But I meant to talk about it a little bit earlier in the week on our Wednesday show, but I wanted to give it a little more time to kind of breathe a bit. But Cuban is a businessman, and he's a shark. I think just because you see him smiling on the sidelines, just like Magic Johnson, don't mean that he ain't vicious and a cutthroat dude. And that's how he got his money, because didn't get his money by being nice. But I wanted your thoughts on that news of that of selling a two. He bought it for what, 200 some odd million, I think it was, when he
285.
purchased the Mavericks. Good Lord, 285. Talk about making your money back. But I just wanted your thoughts on it.
Well, that's a heck of a return on investment. We all know we're in the business world. We know
Whew.
that's what it's all about. My
Yes, sir.
couple things here. One, he's staying on to continue to run basketball operations. So he's basically getting money to put in his pocket. He's still supposedly going to do the same job he was doing. So it's like, okay, where's the loss in that? So hey, you'll give me $2 billion and I get to still play with my toys. Okay, cool. Then he's also planning on stepping away from Shark Tank after season 16. So the first thing when I heard back-to-back news cycles, I was like, wait a minute, what's he cashing out for? And the first thing that came to my mind was, I hope he's not sick or anything like that. Like he's planning an out for the family. I'm not gonna be here much longer. Here's $2 billion, and I'm leaving Shark Tank to spend more time with my family. I'm not saying that's happening, but that's the first thing that came to my mind.
Right.
In the end, it almost seems like, I'm 60 some odd. Well, he does not seem 60, whatever
He's been around
he
there
is.
for a minute, but yeah, that's true. Yeah, because
Yeah.
he does. Yeah, I agree.
So maybe he just wants to spend more time with the family and put that money in the bank and not have to worry about cashing out later. And then, leaving Shark Tank, he's like, yeah, I'm done with all that too. I'm just going to go hang out on my yachts with the kids and the wife and just chill. And man, it sucks to be Mark Cuban right now, right? I mean, he got that's just more money. And
Man.
with the opportunity to live your life to the fullest, I guess. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe we'll find out more about it down the road. But kudos to him for cashing out. A lot of people stay too late. Look at Jerry Jones, man. Jerry Jones been around forever and ever and ever. It still ain't got that.
Trying to keep on getting that next Super Bowl,
the next
ring.
chip, yeah. And at the same time, bro, think about this. Think about how much more. And maybe Jerry's a different breed because he loves all the attention and the grind and this. But think about how many times he could have been on a yacht, chilling, rather than at the games, stressing it out. and losing in the playoffs and all that kind of stuff. Some people just like that. Maybe Mark is the type of dude that's like, you know what? I'm gonna enjoy some of these golden years, and I'm gonna do it in style where I don't have to worry so much about the financial part of it. Let them, because you think about it, at some point now that he's given up majority ownership and they've granted him the opportunity to hang on, at some point he might be like, yo, folks, I'm out, like a dealer at the casino. Y'all take it
And
easy.
also here's something, because if you there's an article from Yahoo Sports that gives maybe a little bit of speculation about, because the Adelsons, they are, what is it, the son-in-law, I believe, is Adelson's son-in-law, and has connections with the Las Vegas Sands Corp.
Okay.
And so when you look at casinos, when you look at gaming, when you look at all these things, he might be playing that 3D chess. I'm gonna get in with you here. Come over here. You never know, because stranger things have
Yeah.
happened. They moved the Baltimore Colts from Baltimore to Indianapolis. Who knows? Maybe they'll move the. No, they wouldn't do that, would they?
Nah.
The Dallas Mavericks has become the Las Vegas Mavericks or some crazy like that. But who knows? But anyway, Mark Cuban. That I was gonna say but one day I'll be making some moves like that, even if it's not $2 billion, just to. Ed, think about this. Think about sitting across in a room, and you say to somebody, "Yeah, we like to, what me and Jay got going on. We want to give you an opportunity to buy into this." And they say, "Well, yeah, how much?" And we say, maybe it's not $2 billion, but we say 30 million, and just let it breathe. Yeah, what's up, man? 30 million. You in or you out, dog? I mean, I'm just letting me know. But just think about that, man.
Yeah.
Just 2 billion. 2 billion is the buy-in. Are you in or are you out? Because I got dinner to go to with my wife.
You bring up a great point, though, that I never thought of, though, Jay. How about this? How about if he's selling his stake in Dallas for the
Mm-hmm.
potential to buy stake in Las Vegas? Meaning he's got the
Yeah.
Mavericks. Now he's a minority owner there. They have the next opportunity come up for expansion, and it's going to be in Vegas. Hey, I'll take that one. But he couldn't do it because he was a majority owner in Dallas. So now if he says, I'm going to Vegas, or we're going to Vegas and I want to buy that, now he has free right to do it. That's just a possibility. Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe he likes Vegas more than he likes Dallas, as far as
Yeah,
where
and
he.
in the article it states that Cuban's interest in pairing with the Sands Corp has been public since last December, when he told the Dallas Morning News of a goal to partner with the Nevada company and build a new stadium to replace the Mavericks' aging America Airlines Center. It said, and it goes on. But I'm just saying, you never know. He might, you
Yeah.
let people kind of watch what you do, but then they don't watch what you do, and next thing you know, you pop up and say, "I told you, I've been telling you all along. I'm gonna ball out and get this money, man. I got moves that I'm trying to make."
Yeah, that's interesting. We'll see.
Yeah, so Easy Sports Talk Show. He's Ed Smith. I'm Javon Adams. You are a man that loves chaos. I was sitting there with my youngest. We went to the gym this morning, and he was, because he's an Ohio State fan. Dad, what if all four teams lose? What if 3 out of 4? What if there's got to be a way for Ohio State to get in? He said, I need Florida State to lose. I need this to happen. I need that to happen. I need Michigan. Well, Michigan's not going to lose, but if they did lose, that would be good, because do you want chaos this weekend? Because we know we have all the conference championship games. Do you want chaos?
I would love chaos, Jay, as long as, and this is my own personal thing. I know my nephew played at Alabama. I'm supposed to still have ties in them. As long as Alabama finds their way out of all the chaos, then I'm good. I would love to see the apple cart turned upside down with, Iowa beating Michigan, maybe Alabama even beating Georgia, but because Texas beat Alabama,
Right.
then they would still be in front of them. And so I would love to. I'm tired of, how many years have we gone with prior to this one? Georgia, Clemson, Alabama. Georgia, Clemson, Alabama. It's just, like wash, repeat, So
Yeah.
I'd love to see this thing get turned upside down, and and then be some tight booty holes on Selection Sunday or whatever it's going to be once after all the games are done tomorrow. So I'd love to see the chaos. I don't want to see chalk. I really don't want to see chalk.
And we mentioned it on Monday. Again, we do this thing Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you can go to easysportstalk.com, easysportstalk.com, or however you found this. Make sure you tell a friend about how we do, and I'll tell you about the other things that we do at the end of the show. But we talked about it on Monday, where man, there's not going to be the same level of excitement this time next year because it's
Yeah.
12 teams. Because seriously, nobody cares about team 13, 14, and 15 when they're complaining because 12 of you got in, so it don't
Yeah.
matter. And that's it. 8 people would care. They would say, "Man, that 9 and 10, maybe there be some level of interest." I 8 would be a good number, like this, similar to the TV show years ago. 8 is enough. I think the 8 would have been good, but so be it. But I think if the only way, and you watch more college football than me, but I think the only way that that Iowa could beat Michigan is if they just muck this thing up, because Iowa is what, dead last in terms of yards per game. And that's at 130 Division One football teams. So they're pretty bad. The Kent State is ahead of them, and you think of I mean, all these schools. I'm just saying. And if that happened, that would be a major upset because nobody would expect Iowa to be able to put up enough points to be able to come out victorious on Michigan and Florida State and Louisville. That might be interesting because Louisville could win. It's possible because they got that backup quarterback at Florida State.
I look at it this way, Jay. I fast forward to next year. If this were next year already, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about after Alabama at 8, you're looking at Missouri, Louisville, Penn State, Ole Miss rounding out the top 12.
Nobody
Oklahoma,
cares.
exactly, with Oklahoma, LSU, Arizona, Oregon State, Iowa going 13 through 17, Notre Dame being at 18. I mean, so you're adding all of that. That's like, hey, bro, you know what it's like? It's like adding paprika to your dish when you don't need paprika.
I just used paprika the other day. Every time I use paprika, I think of you, dog. I start chuckling every time.
How many times have you thought I sat there and be like, you know what this could use? Man, that's some paprika. I've never in my life said that.
What about smoked paprika?
So now we're going to be getting down to the smoked paprika of college football next year. And so you know what's going to happen, Jay, because there's those first round matchups and stuff. That's going to be stuff that you put on the television, on the second television, and you don't care if like if I'm watching North Carolina basketball and I miss 2 minutes, I'm like, oh, I got to rewind and go back and watch those 2 minutes. If I'm watching some of these games that are going to be placed in front of us next year and we're going to be told that this is important and you got to watch because it's part of the national championship story, bro, I might go get myself some coffee at Circle K and come back and be like, catch me up, what I missed. Because it's not going to really be that doggone important. I'm serious.
Oh, man.
Not even Starbucks. I'm going to Circle K to get my coffee.
I feel you.
So
I feel you.
When you're going that far down the line, bro, it's kind of like, all right.
It's almost like the bowl games back in the day when there were just a select number of bowl games, and they said, well, if we got 30, why don't we go to 40?
Why not 40?
We got 40, why not go to 50? And it just kept growing and growing. And at a certain point, you reach the tipping point, and everything after that is just less valuable.
Yeah, I mean they're watering down this product that, and here's the sad part, Jay. We're gonna end up where we started in the first place. When you think about it, the when we get to the Final Four next year, let's look and see what the Final Four teams are going to be. It's going to be Georgia. It's going to be Michigan, Ohio State, maybe Washington. But we're going to end up exactly where we started in the first place. But we had to muck our way through Ole Miss and Arizona and stuff like that to get there. It doesn't make too much sense to me, other than the money grab. We know what it's all about.
We do know what it's all about. So, all right. So, speaking of what it's all about, we do know what this is all about. We've lampooned it a little bit. I want your thoughts on this. Leave me with this. I want to talk about the in-season tournament. Look, we clown the courts, all that stuff. Some of the jerseys are cool, but I know you're not watching the games. So let's say the coverage that you read about the games, does it seem as if the players are a little bit more into it than you thought that they would be?
The players in some aspect are confused because they don't know what they need to do to even make it into the tournament. And this point differential. Oh,
here's the thing.
I'm
going to throw this out at you, though, right? How many times have you, in any situation in life, somebody comes in and tells you, okay, these are the policies or this is the rule for this, and you just listen and you think, all right, yeah, it should be pretty simple. I'm not even paying attention. And then when it comes time, when the rubber hits the road, you say, well, dang, what? That don't make no sense. But you weren't listening because you were just in your brain was on cruise control during that time. I think a lot of the players were thinking, yeah, whatever, in season tournament, whatever. And it was that point differential, Tuesdays and Fridays, different color court. And so they didn't pay attention.
Don't
And
forget
now
don't forget the jerseys, bro. Those game jerseys. That you'll not just the court. You gotta have the jerseys to make sure everybody knows it's in season tournament.
But so you still think so you still not with it though.
Bro, it's just some regular season games where now we're going to take these 8 teams because they won by this much against the other teams, and we're just going to go to Vegas and play a round robin of however many a semifinal, quarterfinal to get down. Here's the thing I found out too, Jay, and I almost ran off the road when I heard this. There's going to be a most valuable player for the in-season tournament as well.
Yeah, man, you better damn right. And
so not only we're gonna hold the jersey, the trophy up, and somebody's gonna get that little ball trophy too for the in-season tournament MVP. I mean, go ahead and hoist it proudly, bro. I mean, but yeah, right. Hold that turkey up there.
I know you. Okay, so I still try to get you on it a little bit, but the Suns play the Lakers. Suns play the Lakers.
Man, you trying to get me to smoke crack? I ain't smoking crack.
Okay, but how about this? How about this? When it comes to sports, when it comes to the level of competition, when you played, whether it was baseball or whether it was football, or even when you were playing basketball, if you knew a team was taking mercy on you by not running up the score, did that make you mad or did that help make you respect them? Because there's been a lot, especially with this in-season tournament, with the player differential. Some of these teams have been running up the score, or they haven't taken their foot off the gas, as is normal to say, okay, well, we've won this game by 13, so we're not going to keep playing hard, and it'll end up being 22 or something like that. Does that concern you? How did you feel about that when you were playing on whatever level, high school, professional, whatever it was?
I was never on any teams that got ran up like that. In high school, I was on the teams that we took our foot off the pedal because we weren't trying to embarrass other teams. And I'm not saying that braggadociously. I'm just saying I was very rarely on a team that was made a joke of or anything like that. Not in my memory. And at the professional level, all I would say is, if you don't want us running the score up on you, then stop us. That type of thing. So because everybody's getting paid and everybody's, we're all playing the same game. Ball is round. Core, the nets are all 10 feet off the ground. If you don't want us to run it up on you, then stop us. Like, for instance, that game against the 70-point game, Miami, when they put it on Denver. You don't want to be embarrassed. Don't embarrass yourself while you're out there then. You can tackle better. You could call a better game plan and stop this. You could even run the clock out. Run your offense out there and put a drive together where we're not giving them the ball back so they can then score again. So it's everybody's fault. And in these situations, if you don't want them to score on us or they're embarrassing us by running the score up, then go out there and stop them. Or, dare I say, put somebody on their back like they used to do back in the day. There were certain, like in baseball, there are certain rules that I hate, but I also understood some of the rules. If you got a dude pimping or flossing when they're up 13-1 in the 8th inning and he's pimping a home run or something like that, you know what's going to happen? Either the next time he comes up or his best bud on the team, I'm going to put one on your ear hole or I'm going to put one in your ribs. That type of thing. You can't do that now because we're so politically correct. And, but man, I'm telling you, back in the day, you go try to do that against the Pistons, the bad boy Pistons, if you were running the score up or something like that. Go ahead and go down the lane and see what you get. A fistful of this and a head, all that. So these teams that are complaining, I don't have much sympathy for you. Stop us if you don't want us doing it to you.
Yeah, because I have nothing to go in terms of on the professional level or even in high school. All I can harken back to playing those pickup games of basketball where you played a 10 or 11, something like that, or you play those ones where you played a 15 and you got ran off the court. 13, I got ran off the court, a few times in my playing career, so to speak. Only scoring 2 points or 3 points, and I didn't get mad. I wasn't mad at them. I was mad at myself, saying, "Man, you got next, man. I'm running with you, man. That's not gonna happen again.
Exactly,
it's not gonna happen again. It's not." So interesting how this goes. But man, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make some neck moans. No, I'm not. I'm gonna come to your house and we go sit and watch one of them games. You're gonna be in your boxer, sitting in your favorite chair, and you gonna smoke crack. You smoke crack, don't you?
Just make sure you bring the paprika, bro. Just make sure you bring the paprika. You know.
That is Ed Smith. We do this thing 3 times a week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that's the Easy Sports Talk Show podcast. So wherever you find your podcast, also on YouTube as well. If you want to see our lovely faces, you can do that as well. And then also we have our terrestrial radio show every Saturday from 1 to 3 Eastern. 1 to 3 Eastern on Sports Map Radio. You can go to sportsmapradio.com. And if you're not in one of the 90 plus markets that we're in, you can go in the upper right corner, click the play icon, or you can download the Sports Map app to your Android or mobile device. And then we also do Believe in the Arizona Cardinals. Believe in the Arizona Cardinals. That is every Monday and Thursday. New episode is out right now, so you can check that out. You can go to Believe.com. You can go to the Sirius XM app. Wherever you find your podcast, you can definitely go Believe, BLEAV, in the Arizona Cardinals. And tell a friend about all the stuff we have going on. Also, you can go to ezsportstalk.com, ezsportstalk.com. And yeah, as we always say around this time, you can